Everybody, welcome to Tasty Tuesday. So this week I'm doing a jalapeno lime chicken. So I'm going to show you my prep work for it and then how to cook it. Also, thank you so much for all of your ideas for Tasty Tuesday. Keep them coming. So each week we do something different. So if you want to see something that you haven't already seen, please let us know. Alright, so I'm going to flip the screen so you can see everything that I'm cooking because you don't need to see my face. Alright, so basically what I've done already is I have cut up, this is just 2 chicken breasts. You can actually make this in a large quantity. I've done it before, so it's the same either way, but this just happens to be 2 chicken breasts. And I've done 3 tablespoons of squeezed lime juice. I've done salt and pepper to taste, and this is really kind of dependent on you and what you prefer. My suggestion for salt and pepper especially is to add some, and then once you're done cooking, make sure you kind of taste it and then add some more so you don't over salt anything. Also, depending on how spicy you enjoy the chicken, you can put crushed red peppers, and you can put as much as you want. And then also the last ingredient that I've used, I don't have a cold bottle, is cumin. And it's about a half a teaspoon of cumin for 2 to 3 chicken breasts. And then I put a little bit of olive oil. So all of those things, a little bit of olive oil, and then I place it in a bag with just pieces of jalapeno, and I actually do it overnight, let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, but you definitely can do it up to 2 hours, I would say, beforehand. And then once you're ready to start cooking, you want to take this out and let it sit on the counter for about 20 to 30 minutes, so it becomes kind of more towards the room temperature. And this is just about right. So I'm going to go ahead and start the cooking. So I'm sorry, today I'm doing this one-handed. So also, what I've already done is I've already put some olive oil in a pan, and I have brought the heat to medium. And I just kind of like put the olive oil all around the pan. The greatest thing about this dish is that once you place the chicken in, you actually just pour the whole thing. So I'm gonna put the chicken a little piece at a time so it doesn't splatter. And then once it happens, you can put the rest of the chicken juices that you marinated in on top. So you could also probably grill this if you wanted to. I just do not have a grill. You probably could bake it as well. Kind of the same thing. So once I start doing this, kind of make sure that you get that olive oil all around the pan so they don't stick. And there you go. So you just kind of dump it in there, which is really nice. And that kind of situates in, make sure they're all around. And then you're going to cook on each side. Well, 5 to 6 minutes, depending on, obviously, your stove. What I really like about this type of meal is that it is a pretty simple ingredients, so it's easy for you. It's easy for you to be able to make this quickly, overnight, and then, have it for the next evening, or also you could prep this ahead of time and have it, have it with some rice, some vegetables, all sorts of different kinds of options. And it's a pretty clean food because you don't have many ingredients. That's what I really like about using lime or lemon. That really breaks down all the other types of ingredients. Plus also when you start having a large amount of ingredients that you're looking for in recipes, and this is what I always tell people, try to find something super simple. Don't make it complicated for yourself. That's when it becomes frustrating, and then that's when food prep becomes not fun anymore. So while this is cooking, basically I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on it. I'm going to kind of move the pieces around after a few minutes. And then if you have a limited amount of time, what you can do is put a lid over it, because that will help to trap the steam and the heat in, and it will cook it a little bit faster. I don't really have a time period, so I'm okay with hanging out here while it cooks. But also I want to let you guys know that on Thursday I will be taking over our Instagram live page, and I will be adding my meal preps that I do for myself and just various stuff that I'm going to be doing all day long. So if you want to follow us, make sure to go to New You Fitness Personal Training on Instagram and follow us there so you can see kind of what I'll be eating this week. And then every week there's going to be somebody else different taking over, so you can follow them in their day as they go about their day. But thank you so much for watching for Tasty Tuesday. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch this. This is not the fun part. But I'll put up the recipe. So right after this, so you can cook this on your own. But like you see, I just flipped this over. It cooks pretty fast. So I'm going to go ahead and flip them all. You can actually, I guess before I leave, I'll explain a few things about this too. You can actually, you don't have to cut your chicken breast into strips. I just find that it's easier to cook, and the whole breast, sometimes if you cook it too long, it's really, I'm not a big chicken breast person, so if it gets dry, I'm out. So making sure that when you're cooking, the cooking time decreases when you have smaller pieces. And so that's why I prefer to cut it in strips. But if you really like that whole chicken breast kind of feeling, you can also do that as well. So once again, I'll scan over to the ingredients and kind of go over them again to you. So it's going to be 2 chicken breasts, or 2 to 3 chicken breasts. It's going to be salt and pepper to taste, crushed red pepper to taste, because you know a little dab will do you here. About a half a teaspoon of cumin, 3 tablespoons of lime juice, and then I put a little bit of the jalapeno already into the bag when I'm letting it marinate overnight. And then what I'll do with the jalapeno is I will cut it up into pieces, and I'll just kind of plate it so you can put it in your Tupperware containers if you're doing meal prep. Or you could cook technically the whole jalapeno if you wanted to. Some people really like the crunch part of it afterwards. It's really up to you and what preference you like. And remember, you can make this as spicy or as bland as you want to. I'm a wimp, so I can't do spice very well. So also with the chicken, once you're done cooking, if this sauce is still available, you can just pour it on there, and it will help to keep it, all the moisture kind of locked in when you're putting it into prep, if you're putting it into like containers and you're going to put it in the refrigerator. I find that helps to keep the chicken kind of remain juicy. But anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you next week on Tasty Tuesday. Bye!